Imagine climbing a 100-foot tree, surrounded by thousands of angry bees, all for something called liquid gold. This is not farm honey. This is wild honey, harvested from nature by fearless hunters. But how does it go from a dangerous hive to a clean bottle you can buy? Let's find out. Wild honey is one of the purest and most natural sweeteners in the world. Unlike commercial honey, it comes from bees living freely in forests, cliffs, and mountains, especially species like the giant honeybee, Apis dorsata. Today, we'll uncover the full journey, from harvesting to processing and selling. Finding wild honey is not easy. Hunters travel deep into forests, scanning tall trees and rocky cliffs. They look for bee flight patterns, especially early in the morning when bees are active. Sometimes, a single hive can hold kilos of honey, hanging high above the ground. But getting there is the real challenge. In places like the Philippines and Southeast Asia, experienced honey hunters rely on tradition and instinct passed down for generations. This is the most dangerous part. To harvest safely, hunters use smoke, often from dried leaves or coconut husks. The smoke calms the bees, making them less aggressive. At night or early dawn, the hunter climbs the tree or cliff. With one hand holding a torch and the other holding a blade, they carefully cut the honey-filled comb. But here's the important part. They don't take everything. Sustainable hunters leave part of the hive behind so the bees can survive and rebuild. Once harvested, the honeycomb is brought down and processed. The simplest method? Crushing the comb by hand. Golden honey flows out, mixed with wax and sometimes small debris. This mixture is then filtered using cloth or a fine strainer to separate the pure honey. At this stage, the honey is raw, thick, and full of natural nutrients. To make the honey ready for market, it needs to be cleaned. The filtered honey is left to settle for 24 to 48 hours. During this time, bubbles and impurities rise to the top and are removed. Some producers gently warm the honey, not boil it, to reduce moisture and improve shelf life. This step is crucial. Too much heat can destroy nutrients, so careful handling keeps the honey natural and high quality. Now comes the final stage, turning wild honey into a product. The honey is poured into sterilized bottles, glass or food-grade plastic. Labels are added, including harvest date and origin. Wild honey is often sold as a premium product because of its purity and the risks involved in harvesting. You can find it in local markets, online shops, and health stores, often marketed as organic and chemical-free. So next time you taste honey, remember, it might not just be sweet. It could be the result of bravery, tradition, and nature working together, from dangerous heights to your table. That's the journey of wild honey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories like this. Part 2. Wild honey harvesting to market, step by step. 1. Locating wild hives. Wild honey comes from bees living naturally in forests, cliffs, or hollow trees, often from species like Apis dorsata, giant honeybee. Look for tall trees or rock cliffs. Bee flight patterns, early morning best, buzzing sounds in quiet areas. 2. Safe harvesting process. Traditional hunters use smoke to calm bees. 2. Safe harvesting process. Traditional hunters use smoke to calm bees. Steps. Light dried leaves or coconut husk to create smoke. Approach hives slowly, usually at night or early morning. Cut only the honey-filled comb. Leave brood for sustainability. Store in clean containers. Safety tip. Wear protective clothing to avoid stings. 4. Cleaning and processing. To make it market-ready, let honey settle, 24-48 hours. Skim off foam and impurities, optional. Low heat warming, not boiling, to reduce moisture. This improves shelf life, clarity, taste. 5. Bottling and packaging. Use sterilized glass or food-grade plastic bottles. Label properly. Wild honey, harvest date. Location adds value. 6. Marketing and selling. Ways to sell. Local markets online, Facebook, Shopee, health stores. Tip. Highlight benefits like organic and natural, rich in antioxidants. No additives. Did you know some of the purest honey in the world doesn't come from farms, but from the wild? Deep in forests, giant bees create golden honey high in trees and cliffs. Harvesters risk their lives using smoke to collect it, carefully extracting and filtering every drop before turning it into premium bottled gold. This is the journey of wild honey, from nature to your table.